Shalom and welcome to Judaism. There is one thing that is very similar between convert and Baal Tshuva. Baal Tshuva means it's a Jew that is coming back to Judaism. He was raised without any information about the Torah, about Judaism, and later on in life he wants to come back to Judaism. So there's one thing similar between them, and there's one thing that is different between both of them. What is a similar thing is that both of them, in order to come to start the new life with Judaism, with the Torah, to be Orthodox, they have to leave everything from the past. They have to disconnect their life from the past and to start the new life. So both the convert and the Baal Tshuva, which is a Jew, have to start a new life, not to forget the families, but to forget about all the activities that they used to have or used to do as the previous life. Because the Torah life is a different style, and we cannot do or continue to do of what we did in the past. And I can tell you that from my life experience. I had to stop sometimes really cold, right? And not to think about twice at all. For instance, not to go to any games, ball games, or any discos, or any parties, or something like that immediately. You cannot do that. This is not the Torah life. And later on, I started many other things. And because you cannot do life. It's either this life or that life. And I remember at the beginning, I used to read the newspaper, which was not so clean, and reading the Torah. One had newspaper, one had the Torah. And then I found out that it doesn't go together. Okay, so this is a similar thing between both of them. What is the difference between both of them? We don't go after anybody that is not Jew to come to Judaism. However, any Jew that is not religious, we must go after them and try to convince them to come back to the Torah. This is a major different point between not to go after any Gentile, but to go after the Jews that have no any background with the Torah. Okay, I'm going to tell you a quick story about these differences. Okay, there was one king that he had 3 servants that he loved them, he trusted them. And he told them that he has to go to travel for 6 months, and he had 3 bottles of wine. And he asked them to each one to keep the one bottle of wine, and when he comes back, he wants the bottles back. Okay, fine, no problem. So he came back 6 months later, and he asked for the bottles. One guy gave the bottle, sealed, not touched, was beautiful. One guy said, "Sorry, Your Majesty, the wine was so tasty, I had to drink the whole thing." And the the third guy said, "Your Majesty, I had to taste the wine, but I took only a little bit, but then I didn't continue." So the guy that didn't touch the wine, the king told him, "Thank you very much, go home." The one that drank the whole thing, he was executed. And the one that drank only a little bit, the king gave him a big prize. Now the question, why is that? Because this man tasted something that is not his, and he thought about it, and he said, "Wait a second, I have to stop right here and not do that." So this is the convert and the Baal Tshuva. They have this experience in life, but they got to a conclusion to a point. They said, we have to stop and start a new life. And that when Hashem, God, gives them big rewards to continue their life. Thank you very much. We'll talk later.